What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Jumping right in with some Black Desert Online content today. We got the patch from the February, I like to call it the February 1st, but it's the January 31st patch notes, and we're just going to jump into that and dive in, fishing as usual in the background. As I promised, I was going to bring you guys content in this year for Black Desert Online, as I plan on jumping full bore into this game along with some of the other games that I plan on releasing like some Let's Play content for in the future, and hopefully Starlink improves so that way I can do some streaming. Anyways, the major portion of the update this week is going to be focused on War of the Roses. If you're not aware, this is a large-scale PvP conquest type battle content for the game. I think it's going to really bring some life to the game, to be perfectly honest. If you've looked at the hype around games like Throne and Liberty, it's obvious that people are clamoring for like that PvP-like content. And I think Black Desert has been doing a really great job with their streams and their regional competitions and so forth, battling classes and everything like that, and pushing that content out. A little bit more marketing behind it, and I think it'll probably be really good. So looking forward to that. I could spend pretty much like the whole freaking video just going over War of the Roses content, but for those who are not aware, essentially one lead guild takes place of the leading guild with 100 players, and then you have a third legion, which is comprised of a bunch of other characters from various other factions who join for participation. You basically have to apply to be in with a minimum score of 680, or gear score of 680. You can basically get in there and then basically play this war. Basically what players are going to be doing is you're going to be fighting for nodes to occupy regions between Sylvia and Odalita in order to capture the opposing team's enemy territory, or the NPC. You're going to be receiving buffs and factions and things like that. So you notice here, for instance, you're going to be able to obtain titles and stuff like that from kills in the game. And then here goes a nice map of like the sanctum and monsters. Basically every sanctum will give you some type of net bonus, and think of like a logistics train, almost like, you know, if you capture this region and this region, you'll get buffs from the different sanctums that'll go towards your team, and basically you're just trying to overwhelm the force as you take those out. You'll also be able to unlock certain like siege weapons and things like that to contribute to the war effort. Basically, like they're called like spirit altars. So think of like Gephasia ruins. Basically, for those, you'll have to like contribute your black spirit to the spirit altar, and then you'll be able to unlock some of these liege weapons. So then you can see like these are some of the buffs that you'll be able to receive from each of the sanctums. These are pretty decent buffs, so that way, you know, if a team is basically holding this, is obviously going to help them out a lot. Overall, like the victory conditions, you'll basically have to take over Ornette's castle or Adore castle. I think it's just a really good piece of content that's basically coming to Black Desert, and it's one of those things that show how the game has really grown over time from what we previously had with just Medea and some of the areas, and then the expanse now to Lakita, and now we got content expansion in terms of how we're participating inside Node Wars. To be honest with you, I think this mode is going to probably have players really wanting to get after building characters made for PvP, because it probably brings some little bit of excitement to the back and forth and the tedium of the day-to-day of, you know, maybe if you're just life skilling or you're grinding, and even if you just want to, you can be a part of this, and it just probably feels good. Now that lead team will have to have completed a node war previously at a tier 4, tier 5, so expect some of the big teams to basically be there. So you can see here, these are like some of the third legion missions that they basically have. Essentially, if you were to think about it, it was like your third legion is like your backup troops, and they're basically being commanded by the captain from the first legion, and so forth, and their lieutenants to basically do things. I think overall this is going to probably be some really cool content overall, especially the rewards don't look so bad at all. I mean, I think players will want to participate in this just for that. It doesn't seem to be like it's going to be an extensive, like, you're going to be playing this for 5-6 hours or anything like that. So the time to value is really greatly there. Other content improvements include basically they're still on the mission to modernize some of the limits and things like that inside the game. Last week we had the improvements to the Magnus, so that way you could basically teleport to regions where the Magnus was previously at. So you no longer have to go see my man Wuju, although sad to not see Wuju, right? And then you'll basically be able to do these. Some of the other things like life crystals and vital crystals have been pared down, so that way they could be just singular crystals instead of having all of these different crystals. The same has happened for a lot of the magic crystals as well inside the game. And then there were improvements to the Jin Bon Wan magic crystals for stamina respectively inside the game. Some pretty big improvements, if I'm being honest, like max stamina on a Jin magic crystal Histria, basically going from 175 to 300. That's a big jump, almost, not almost, but nearly double the value basically from there. You can even see some of the dim magic crystals. They've basically been pared down to just one crystal, whereas just life, which just kind of makes sense. A lot of games typically do this, where they introduce a lot of, like, you know, materials that are introduced in the game early, and it brings a diversity of content. But in terms of like you having to go grind things, but as the game grows and player fatigue starts to wear down, then you pretty much end up with, like, I've got all of these things inside my loot boxes, and they end up having to create, the developers end up having to create methods for you to store these loots and, you know, experience them, and it just becomes rigor that's just unneeded. The Southern Ulukita Zone has also been unlocked, so if you've been playing that story, get ready to jump back into that content. I think it's been a fun zone. I happened upon the zone, and I haven't completed the story quest for Ulukita yet. I'm doing some content for it now, so hopefully I can get inside there. I'm looking forward to it though. Outside of that, that's pretty much all of the changes there. We do have some events basically going into starting in February pretty much. Cronstone 333 challenge, so everything's going to revolve around 333, so I'm not going to keep saying 333. Just imagine anything I say is in some form of 3, right? I'm pretty sure there's probably some significance to the number 3, but I don't know. Other than the fact that it's 3,333 days that Black Desert has been running, I doubt that's just the simple significance, and maybe someone in Korea could, you know, comment in the comment section below and let me know what the significance of 3 is. I haven't had a chance to look it up, but you can see here, basically, there's a challenge available to the family. So basically, you stay logged in for every 33 minutes. While you're logged in, you're going to basically gain 33 Cronstones. So that's a really good time. Basically, for 165 minutes, you'll get 33 Cronstones every 33 minutes. Nice little change inside there, basically, to wrap up the pace. They also have the golden treasure chests. Basically, it's like the dark rifts. So you'll get these little cakes, and those little cakes will give you buffs. Basically, we've seen this before, right? And then they have the golden treasure chest that arrives from the dark rift as well. So as you're going through those, you basically get memory fragments, spirit dust, and sharp and hard crystal shards. So that's good as well. Then we got the coupon code that's coming in here as well. So just go type in your coupon code, threes throughout, and you'll basically gain that. But you'll notice as well that during your gathering event, you'll be able to gather wild ginseng, which is going to give you, your 33 buffs, 33% buffs or whatever. And then you can see here, like I said, the coupon code, you'll get the earring, 3,333 loyalties, the enhancement help kit for 3, and then the year wild ginseng inside there as well. So make sure you copy and paste that code into your Black Desert redeeming coupon. Good event, basically, just to give you rewards. It's one of the things that I really like about Black Desert, is that when you jump in, they're always giving you rewards to help you go. So even though I think a lot of players would argue that there are a lot of pay to win elements inside Black Desert, it really doesn't feel like you as a non-paying player are ever really too far behind, unless it's like, I don't know. But notice that for the next 7 days as well, we've got the combat and skill XP and item drop rate buffs, and the same theme as well. So that's a good update overall. And then we've got the Abundant Luna New Year special login rewards as well. So I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be happy to get some of these Shikatu boxes to hopefully pop open and just get Cronstones. We're going to get those Azure Dragon Pouch of Fortune as well. And then you'll get those enhanced helmet kits. So you've got the event long journey box inside of here, where you could have the chance at obtaining the Garma's Heart. I've been literally grinding for that damn thing, and I feel like I'm never going to get it. So if you look at that over there, you'll see the event long journey box, and hopefully, the rates are better than what they normally are. I expect most people are going to end up with Cronstones anyways. Buy Cron. Anyways, and then in the box of relics, the same, you know, basically you'll have that chance. I'm pretty sure most people would like to drop that Garmoth's heart. Then we got the February daily login goodies that are basically there. So from February 1st to March 6th, we basically see these every month, right? So gotta love those energy gourds. I'm wondering when they're gonna get rid of the other energy things and just go to the energy gourd bottles, because I still have like quite a few of those in my inventory. I just don't know if they're not dropping those anymore. And then you know what your Radiant Shikatsu shields can be exchanged for. I still haven't yet traded any of my Shikatsu seals. Maybe I should take a look at doing that. But yes, you can make your trade-ins for those. Up next is the silver shop. So the silver shop is open. I had some issues with going to the silver shop because none of the things were available to me. I'm not sure if there was something wrong there, but none of the silver shop rewards were available to me after the maintenance yesterday. So I'm going to try to jump in and see if they're there. But basically, these are your silver shop rewards: Cronstones, you know, item collection scrolls, premium elixirs, magic elixirs, supreme elixirs, all those things that you basically need to help, you know, get ahead in the game. You want to go inside the silver shop, so make sure you check the silver shop daily, so that way you can then get those items in there. Not a big deal, because all the items will accumulate and be available to you at some point. And then lastly, we've got the announcements for the new Twitch drops inside the game. So Made for Hires, Blessing of the Old Moons, and Enhancement Help Kit packs are inside there, and you can earn Twitch drops daily. So log in to your favorite content creator, or if you just want to give some shine to creators who are streaming, who you've not checked out before, log in, put it up in the background, go about playing your business, and you'll basically earn these Twitch drops from just checking out Black Desert content. Really simple. I tend to do it, you know, when I can in the evenings, and I'll just literally put on a creator who's part of the you know, the club, and then, you know, just let it go. Hopefully it generates views for them and gets interest to their channels, and hopefully it brings interest to the game. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm still messing around with the format for how I want to bring you Black Desert Online content in the future, and that's somewhat where I've been sitting. I was really just hoping to stream Black Desert Online content, but to date, my investment in Starlink has not paid off in the dividends that I hoped it would have, you know, with its fairly unreliable connection services out in the countryside. But until I find a method to improve that, I hope you guys enjoy the videos that I'm bringing to you, and hopefully some of the Let's Play series over the year. I do plan on bringing other content to you, especially Dragon's Dogma, where I'm going to explore every square inch of that map. So until next time, guys, peace.